Why Frozen? Why send out incomplete product? I'm sorry, it's not like I'm not grateful for you to send me printer for free, but I have to be honest in my review. Unboxing experience. Everything started out very well. You went extra mile with your packaging. Usually, we just get this boring cardboard box, but this time, opening the cardboard box, we get this nice box art. Aside from looking nice, I believe it can add extra protection to the printer during shipping. And this is the first time I am impressed when opening accessories box. The way Phrozen arranged everything make this feels premium. Each tool arranged neatly in this cutout foam padding, good for protection and presentation. I guess this is somewhat add a bit of justification for the price point, rather than just jumble up everything in a box. Sonic Mighty Revo has an all-metal body with flip-up cover, the usual placement for power plug and power button at the back, extra port to attach your own DIY ventilation, another port here for optional resin auto refill unit. It has a very good hinge design for the flip-top cover and will not slam shut no matter how you leave it. But it does take quite some space to the back of the printer to fully open the cover. At the front of the printer, this is where the USB port, the touchscreen, and this is rather large, and I'm still wishing for Phrozen to place their power button at the front. The Z-axis assembly. Sonic Mighty Revo has dual linear rail and used ball screw. Around the stepper motor coupler, there is a slight raised slips, and this is very good design to prevent disaster, especially to prevent resin leaking into your stepper motor. Phrozen moved the Z sensor to the top part of the tower, and in my opinion, it is a good placement. This could minimize your build plate from grinding during homing. I must say, Revo has one of the best results on dial indicator test. Even when pulling the build arm side to side until my entire table shake, the dial is not moving at all. Build plate design. The build plate has the same basic design like previous Mighty 8K with slight improvement to this area here, minimizing the lever effect when tightening the leveling bolts. For the auto leveling, honestly, I am not a fan. It does work, and I am sure it will be helpful if you are a beginner and struggle with build plate leveling. Why I'm not a fan? On my first test, still on factory leveling, I run the auto leveling, and on my test print, everything sticks very well. But when trying to remove my test print model, everything on one corner of the build plate, as you can see from my print result, I broke some of them trying to remove them from the plate. So I end up did my own leveling for better result. For the smart residue and failure detection, I was super afraid I might ruin the screen on this test, but as you can see in the video, the function works very well. I think the residue and failure detection works on the same principle. I think they work on pressure sensor under the screen. For the resin tank, I do not find anything new. And yes, you can use Mighty 8K or Mighty 12K resin tank on Revo. This is why I said incomplete product. I am somewhat happy and with the camera is not on fixed position. It has magnet and articulate arms so you can better position the camera. And thinking outside the box with the camera cable this long, I think I can place it anywhere I want. Even on a tripod, let's say at the front of the printer. And on this side here, we get a lamp to help with camera lighting, and this is supposed to be a helpful feature. But I think you could get seizures from the result. I'm sorry if you hear kitten screaming in the background because it wants cuddle, but I need to make this video. You could access the video or capture your print progress from Phrozen Go app. I was going to show all my test print model on the time-lapse videos with better camera position and lighting. And according to the printer notification, whenever I start a new print, it will overwrite the previous time-lapse video, but it doesn't work. I only managed to get a single seizure-inducing video, and Phrozen told me to wait for firmware update for the time-lapse to work correctly. I do not have the resin pump, so I cannot test it. You can place the air filter here. I'm not sure about the filter performance because I cannot feel the airflow at all, but at least I'm not getting toxic fumes blown towards my face, if you know what I mean. Proper screen guard already installed on the screen, so it is safe to remove this shipment protective film. Revo build dimension is 21.8 x 12.3 x 23.5 cm with 10.1-inch screen in 14K resolution. The pixel is rectangular, 16.8 x 24.8 micron. LCD screen is consumable part. From Phrozen website video here, we can see it is going to be a hassle-free when the time comes to replace the LCD. No more taking apart the entire printer just to replace the screen. Light uniformity ranging from 3.2 to 3.9. Not the best result, but okay-ish. And the cover here can block 100% UV light. From my noise test, no doubt that Revo is a very quiet printer. Some people might debate that heater under the screen works better than above the screen. But I am more concerned about why I cannot adjust the temperature on Revo. Whether placing heater above or under the screen without the ability to adjust the temperature, you risk getting wobble or bending from the heating cycle. Because different resin might react differently on temperature changes from the heating cycle, some will get bending lines when you print them above 28°C using heater, some above 30, some even at 25 Celsius, all because of the heating cycle. But a piece of advice here, if your printer heater not working or you don't have heater for your printer, you could try using very low speed on your print setting, something like 15mm per minute or 30mm per minute. Sonic Mighty Revo has a quite large touchscreen, it is very responsive, and the menu is very intuitive. You can access the heater, light, and remote function. Also, check your camera angle here in the hardware testing menu. From the print menu, you can do a quick print setting changes, and this is very helpful especially when calibrating bottom or normal exposure. If you like what you watched so far, kindly like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification. You can also support my channel by becoming YouTube member or Patreon. Link in video description. Moving to the print result. For the print test, most are printed with Phrozen latest resin release. For detail, I am using Aqua Hyperfine Purple. I also have a comparison for Mighty 12K versus Revo and then 8K resin versus Hyperfine on Revo. From this stability torture print test, Revo passed with flying color. No wobble or any shifting or bad print lines at all. Even though this one is printed with the factory leveling and use auto leveling, you can see the support rough breaking because it is very hard to remove from the build plate, which in my opinion, that means the plate is not very level. I'm using anti-aliasing setting, anti-aliasing grayscale, image blur 2. The print surface facing X and Y is very smooth, no foxtrot at all. And this is the anti-aliasing setting for all my test prints in this video. Let's look at this letter model side by side, printed with gray 8K resin on Mighty 12K on the left and Hyperfine Purple on Revo on the right. You can clearly see the small letters at the top here. Hyperfine Purple on Revo has better detail, showing the letter emboss is very sharp. And at the back, the letters with only 0.05mm. Again, Hyperfine Purple on Revo gives better result. Another comparison, Protogirl model, both using Aqua Gray 8K resin, on the left on Mighty 12K, on the right on Revo. The line at the top of the head here, slightly sharper on Mighty Revo. When I check them with my own eye at this distance, I can clearly see the difference. Now, I compare the same model again, both print on Mighty Revo, but using Gray 8K and Hyperfine Purple. All the linings are sharper on Hyperfine Purple. This test print mirrors the red panda, I am impressed that Revo could capture the tiny stitching holes at the back of the head. Even without macro lens, I could notice the hole. On Lady Techno Samurai, the details on the chest are very crisp. Even better on the shoulder armor then, and scratches details very clear. The facial features are very sharp, and this will be very helpful for painting the model. Almost every printer that I review, they are able to print the number on the small steering wheel. For the print result on Revo, I can almost read the numbers around the turn-knob. Almost. And for this size of steering wheel, it has better separation and details on the numbers and letters around the turn-knob, compared to all previous printer that I review. And for this next two model, you can judge by yourself. Last test for dimension. Yes, it is very accurate. Is it the printer or the resin? Maybe combination of both. The question is, do you really need 10.1-inch screen with 14K resolution for your printer? Whatever you print on your 2K or 4K printer will look very good to your eyes, especially if you have no other printer with different resolution for comparison. Some even say 8K is already enough. Some say you need higher resolution like 14K to get rid of voxels. But nope, you always need anti-aliasing to get rid of voxel, no matter what is your printer resolution. But in my opinion, if you could afford the latest tech, go for it. In all honesty, I don't understand Phrozen product marketing strategy. Don't get me wrong, this printer print really great. But the additional feature like the camera, especially with the time-lapse, why not make sure it works properly before start shipping the printer out? Because we all still remember with what happened to Mighty 8K camera, and I am very disappointed with that. The time-lapse never worked up to this day. If this unit that I'm testing is test unit or prototype, I understand, but it is not. Pre-order already closed earlier this year, and Phrozen already start shipping out the product to buyer. They also sent me this unit free of charge for review, and I'm simply giving my honest review to everyone. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.